Thank you for coming across this video. This is the study of Psalms. The previous video is on chapter 1 and 2, and this is on Psalms chapter 3 and 4. Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. David's psalm when he fled from Absalom his son. There were many that said there is no help for him in God. But God shielded David, just as God shields his children today. Many increase in things of this world, but I'd rather decrease and have Christ than increase and be empty. David cried unto the Lord, and he was heard. He was able to sleep and awake and sustained by God. He was taken care of. He had peace regardless of the turmoil that was going on around him. David said he will not be afraid of 10,000s of people. Arise, O Lord, and save me. O my God, salvation belongs to the Lord. His blessing is upon his people. David was in turmoil most of his life. You read in 1st and 2nd Samuel and you see what he went through. A lot of it he brought upon himself. But the point of knowing you need the Lord, if it's a situation that came upon you that you had no control over, or even situations you've gotten yourself into and realized your own stupidity, and you're crying out to the one that salvation belongs to, and you're saying, Lord, I've done it again. I've got myself into another mess. I'm sorry for my ignorance. I'm sorry for my stupidity. Help me, Lord. I need you. It's all about our dependence on the Lord, because we all need him and we must all depend on him. The reason we must depend on him is because we trust him. If we trust him, then we will depend on him and cry and call upon him about everything. Then all the turmoil of our own lives, there will still be a sense of peace, because God is for us. Then who can be against us? Because greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Sure, things will hurt. Sure, things will get hard. But we're just passing through this place called earth. And then chapter 4. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. So dependent on God. This world wants to follow in the footsteps of being independent, but I don't want to be independent. I want to depend on the Lord, just like David did. David asks, O ye sons of men, how long will ye love vanity? But know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. It even goes as far as saying, stand in awe and sin not. Offer the sacrifice of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. This chapter is saying, don't live like everyone else. Trust in the Lord. Stay away from sin and avoid it. There be many that say, who will show us any good? But the answer is obvious. Lord, lift up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. People ask what's good about God, and I'll hit the button to where it messed up. Oh, cool, didn't mess up. Yeah, people ask what's good about God. People ask why serve someone that died 2,000 years ago, supposedly. But as their vain things give them pleasures only for a season, we've got more gladness in our hearts because we have something eternal. And that's chapter 3 and 4. A lot of just so much in that. People prosper, people increase. But I'd rather have Christ than have everything in this world, because all their increase is going to vanish away when they die. They can't have it forever. But us as a child of God, the increase that we have in Christ, it's eternal. And I hope this helps you and touches you. Focus on the true reality and not this reality.